Hello, and welcome to what are we calling this again? Existentialism and everything but.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yes.
Okay, hello and welcome to that. I'm David. That's Jacob.
that's me.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
me.
And then down there, that little piece of head is Jamil. Um, so this is a show about existentialism and everything but. Generally, I think the format is gonna kind of be like we start off with like a prompt at the beginning. We kind of start talking about that one thing, and then just go wherever it takes us with that. Um, I was kind of Jamil recommended me the Midnight Gospel on Netflix, which is a very good show, and you should go watch. And that's kind of what inspired this because I liked how that went and it was cool. Um, so the prompt that I had thought of for this episode in the first place was death, but I feel like that's a little heavy to like just go right fucking into. And so
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to. I Jamil and I were talking about it earlier beforehand before we started the episode, but it's also just something I was thinking about. Like when you're in the shower and you're like kind of running conversations over in your head, and you're like, man, that fucking sucked. I did that like 2 or 3 nights ago, and I was at it was about specifically about Billie Eilish, right? So I work at a pizza place, right? And part of what I do is assign deliveries to delivery drivers and where they're supposed to go. And there's one guy that works there, and for the most part, I think he's really nice. He can be a really funny guy. It's nice to talk to him, but he's like 20, right? He That day I was working with him, his aux cord broke, so he couldn't listen to the music that he wanted and everything. And so he got back from a delivery and was like, I just had to listen to a full Billie Eilish song on the way back. Ugh, fucking kill me. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, she's like this like talentless 13-year-old that just like worked your way into the music industry. And I was like, okay, so we're gonna go over like every word that you just said there. Because when I didn't say anything in that conversation because I didn't feel like getting into it
Mm.
because I was kind of pissed off, but like I didn't
Yeah.
mention
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
But like as I thought about it more that night, I was like, this guy's a fucking idiot. Like it and like because the main thing was like, okay, you. I didn't like that he called her a 13-year-old because that's like she started off
Mm-hmm.
when she was, I think Ocean Eyes actually came out when she was like 13. And it was like she's like 13, 14. So she was younger,
Yeah.
right? And she just recently turned 18, and I was like, okay, I get that that she's young, but she just turned 18. You're fucking 20. I don't really see that much of a difference in it. You're almost the same age. You would have been in high school with her, right? So like, how the fuck are you gonna come about that? On top of that, the fact that he was like, yeah, she's, because it didn't even just say she was talentless. He was like, she's talentless. She has a shit voice and all this stuff. It was like, okay,
Yeah.
I know she could fucking sing better than you can, so don't pull that shit. Like, on top of which, like, I get that she doesn't always like sing super like flamboyantly and all her stuff, but like she is
She
able
has the
to,
ability to sing.
yeah, because she's shown it off before, and and when she doesn't, she's able to sort of capture that ambience and like lack of noise. That's something that her and Phineas do really well. And I was like, dude, like, because the song, for context, the song that he heard was "Bad Guy," and I can understand like why
Yeah.
he would have been kind of annoyed by that because yeah, it's on the fucking radio everywhere. Like, I don't want to hear that shit.
I like the beat though. The beat goes hard.
Oh yeah, no, the song, the production on the song is very good, but like it's one of those things where like been played so many times that you just don't care anymore, and so I get that, right? But like, I don't invalidate her entire career because your aux cord broke
Yeah.
and you had to listen to the song. Like, man, you can turn off the fucking radio. You have the ability to do that. Just drive in silence. I don't do it very often, but when I do, it's nice. Like,
Yeah. Honestly, so because my phone broke at some point, like a few weeks ago, and I had to help my sister or something, so I had to drive somewhere, and the entire time I didn't have any music on. So instead of playing music, I just sang the lyrics that I knew to every song, and I just found it so like most of the time I had no clue what I was saying, and I was just like making noise.
Yeah, I mean, even just like driving with the windows down. Don't get me wrong. Like, if the majority of the time, like if I want, I want to listen to music while I drive, especially if it's on like a longer one. But like every so often, like it's nice to just kind of just pay attention to it. Like it's nice to hear the wind go by and like feel it on your face and shit. It's a little bit different with me though because I have like long hair.
Yeah.
And shit, so if I put the windows down, because like a lot of times like I have like looser hairs that aren't really in my bun. So like if I'm driving and I have the window down, it's just.
I think
Yeah.
like I think the main, like I'm not gonna be completely honest with you, completely 100% honest. I think the main reason that I can't get into Billie Eilish is because I feel like everyone's already on her dick, and like I just can't. Like I feel like I'm just gonna be hopping on the bandwagon, and I hate that feeling. Like
Yeah.
I admit she can sing, and I like her songs, but I hate admitting that because I feel like I'm just jumping on the fucking bandwagon. Shut up.
Well, yeah, and that's another thing too, because I was thinking about a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you guys saw, but like there was this thing going around that people were worried about Post Malone because he was acting like really fucking like drugged up on stage. Did you see that?
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
Mackenzie
I did not
actually
hear about
believed that, didn't you, Mackenzie? He was like, no, I'm fucking fine. I was like, from the beginning, I was like, he's probably fine. It's just him. Like, I'm pretty sure that's just how he acts.
Yeah. Yeah, so Jacob, basically there was this, a couple of weeks ago, there was these videos that came out where he was acting kind of weird. And I admit, like, if you didn't really know the context of it, like, it would have looked like he was shit-faced. But, like, also, like, anyone who knows Post Malone's personality knows that he's a fucking goofball.
Uh-huh.
And, like, he's just acting like an idiot. Like, that was just him doing that. And that kind of got me thinking about, like, just him. What was that face?
My water bottle started making noise.
Post Malone is like, him and Billie Eilish are a level of famous that is like unfathomable. Like,
unfathomable.
To the like the modern American,
Yeah.
like they're both on a level of like everyone fucking knows who they are, and there will never be a moment for the rest of their lives where it isn't like that.
Yeah, I'll be right back. 1 second.
Okay.
Bye, Jimmy.
It's just like I don't know, but I mean, Billie Eilish, it took a little bit longer, but like with Post Malone. He he released White Iverson, right, and that song literally was like an overnight success, right?
Yeah.
And after that, like a couple months after that, he released Stoney, and that had a lot of big shit on it. And then Beer Bongs and Bentleys came out, and that fucking blew him out of the water. And then, Hollywood's Bleeding as well, the recent one, that one was all right, but like
I honestly don't even listen to the guy that much, but I feel like it's a testament to who he is because I don't listen to him, but I know a lot about him.
Yeah, and it's just like the main, I guess my main point with this was that like it's crazy that like, I mean he's fucking filthy rich.
Yeah,
like he could probably spend like I don't unless he makes some really stupid fucking decisions. Like I don't see him ever running out of money. Just because, like, it wouldn't make sense for him to. and I don't know, like, it's just, like, it's crazy that, like, because especially with, like, with all the face tattoos and stuff that he has now, like, there's no way that you wouldn't recognize him.
Right.
So, like, unless you're fucking 3, and even then, like, unless you're genuinely, like, fresh out the fucking womb, or like some 80-year-old that has like never come in contact with the internet or anything.
Yeah.
Like anytime he goes outside, like people are just gonna recognize him, and that's like he's never gonna have any privacy in his life.
And I feel like because I don't know, how old is Post Malone?
I want to say like
I'll
I
look
want
it
to
up
say
right
either
now.
like it's not 23, maybe like 26 or 27. He's in his 20s. I know that much.
Well,
The point is that he's still young, right?
the thing, he's 24. So with Billie Eilish in mind, she's gonna have to deal with that way longer since she started when she was like, she got famous when she was like 16.
Yeah, it was
So
fucking 2 years ago.
yeah, she's going to deal with that for her entire adult life.
Yeah,
She's not having any downtime.
yeah, and on top of that too, like there
Can I
were
ask
some
you guys a question real
interviews.
quick?
What's up?
Can you guys hear me any better? Like with these on?
Yeah, yeah, um, yeah, it's better.
All right.
Yeah, I remember seeing an interview she did about it, and she's like, "Yeah, no, I can't fucking," because I forget who it was with, but you might have seen it. It was one of those things where it's like she did the interview one year,
Oh yeah,
and the
yeah.
next year she did the exact yeah.
Mhm.
So in like the first year that she did it, it was normal. Then the second year she did it, she was like, "Yeah, no, I can't go outside without really being recognized. Although I'm good to go to Trader Joe's." Right? And the camera people were like, "Oh, that's kind of funny."
Yeah.
Right? And then the third year that she did it, which was this most recent one, they asked, it's the same interview, so they asked her the same question. She's like, "Yeah, no, Trader Joe's isn't even safe anymore."
Damn.
And I was like, "Damn, bro, that fucking sucks." Because I remember when I first started listening to her, and it's the same case with Post Malone. When Billie Eilish just had "Don't Smile at Me," and when Post Malone only had "Stoney." The case with both of them was like, wow, okay, these are both like really fucking talented artists. They have a lot of range in them. Jamil, you look fucking dead.
Wait. I'm gonna go grab a chair. I'm sitting on a bed right now.
All right. All right. Well, I guess we'll see you in a couple minutes then again. Like I was like, dude, both of these are like both really talented artists. And it's really cool to see that, and like I'm glad like that they're gaining some sort of recognition and everything, and then like it felt like it just came out of nowhere. Like
Right.
both of them just fucking blew up, like because at that point they were already kind of famous, but then like I don't know, it felt like that like extra shift to when they went from like famous to like fucking megastar.
Right. A better example of that would be Lil Nas X, because it literally went from completely
Oh, yeah.
unknown to the number one song of the
For like
for
it was
weeks.
like 5 months, right?
Yeah. He's the epitome of the fastest. He has had the fastest come up of anybody in memory that I can think of.
Yeah. It's just like I was having a conversation with my brother one day about Post Malone, because I like my cycle with him is that like every so often I go back to listen to one of his albums, because like I don't really have him in my regular rotation, but like
Right.
I have Beer Bongs and Bentleys on CD, and occasionally I'll be like, oh yeah, Stoney's an album, like I want to go and listen to that again, and like I listened to it and I was like. Basically, like every time I re-listen to it, I'm like, "Holy shit! No, this is a really good album, and has a lot of really good songs on it." And I get reminded like why he's so popular and everything. And I was having a conversation with my brother about it because that day I had listened to Beer Bongs and Bentleys, and I was like, "Dude, it kind of fucking sucks because like he has the same like level of talent that I find and that I enjoy in like a lot of other musicians that I like Title Fight or Varsity or like From Indian Lakes or anything." Like same I have that same level of enjoyment when I listen to their music, but like I like with all those other artists like I've seen in concert or I've bought tickets to or I've wanted to go see in concert, and it's like fathomable, like I could actually go do that.
Right.
With him, like if I wanted to fucking see him in concert, like I'm shelling out $400
Yeah.
at the least. I'm gonna be like 1,000 feet away from this guy in like a shitty like in some shitty seat and like all the way in the back while he's on this like small stage where like I'm not gonna be looking at him. I'm gonna be looking at the screens above him
Yeah.
to see him performing. Like that's like that's crazy, and that sucks because he has a lot of stuff that I would love to see him perform live, but like personally, I don't feel like I would enjoy that experience enough because I want to see him perform it.
Yeah, you want
I want to see.
You want a
I
concert
want to
that's
be in it.
Yeah, you want a concert that's a more of a personal experience than just being there.
Yeah, and like that's also kind of goes back to what I was saying before with like the level of like fame that these people have is like holy shit.
But I also like it makes me feel good for them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
I like being there to observe the come up. Like I don't like listening to music like people that are already famous. I like listening to people that I think will become famous.
Yeah, and that was also part of like I was saying earlier with when I was listening to them run the Don't Smile at Me and Stony Age of both of their careers, is like for both of them I was like, yeah, no, holy shit, these guys are gonna be like huge. Like at that point they're already kind of like have a following behind them, like a decent following, but like I can see them like going really, really big. And I'm glad they did. But again, you know, looking back on it, it's like, no, like Billy has some like really fucking good songs that I would love to see live. Austin has some really good fucking songs that I would love to see live, but like that's just probably not gonna happen because
yeah,
like if it did, it would feel like hella artificial.
So, it feel like hell.
So,
yeah.
I was actually thinking the other day, like, it's funny that we're on the conversation too. So do you guys think it's possible to get famous, like, I don't know, like Beyonce or Jay-Z level famous, and keep your soul, so to speak, like keep your kind of humanity, like, and not become just like the face of a brand?
I mean, Jay-Z's been able to do that pretty well. I don't associate Jay-Z with a brand.
Like,
I just think of Jay-Z.
Like, maybe, I don't know, but like getting obscenely famous, right? And being able to like not just think about how much money you're gonna make and like how popular you're gonna be, or like basically your reputation. Like, just be a normal person. Like, do you think that's possible?
I don't think that's a thing people can do. No.
Well, I think part of that, like at that point when you're at that level of fame, like when you're putting out a record, you're putting out a record. You're not thinking about how much money it's gonna make because
you know you're gonna make hella money on it.
Yeah, you know it's gonna happen because if it's shit, like I mean, preferably it won't be. But like if it's like utter complete like just dog shit, right? Like it you know the like on YouTube like the worst beat in the world, like that kind of thing. Yeah. Like literally, like, if Jay-Z put out an album that was just that but like 10 times, like people would still fucking listen to it,
right?
Because it's Jay-Z. Because it's him, and like Spotify, it counts a stream as like 35 seconds, right? It's like the first 30 or 35 seconds of a song. If someone listens to that first 30 or 35 seconds of a song, whether that track is 50 seconds long, whether that track is 10 minutes long, that counts as a stream. Granted, that's like 0.00008th of a dollar, but regardless, like if he puts out like a 10-15 track album that's just that, like as long as people listen to the first fucking 30 seconds of like each one of those things, like he's still making money, and it's still going to be talking about it because if he put out that horrible of an album, then that's still press coverage for it. Like they're still gonna be like the fucking New York Times is gonna talk about it,
right?
You know, like Vice is gonna talk about it, like, hey, Jay-Z put out like his 14th album and it was like
trash.
I don't know, like a cow farting into a microphone. Like people are gonna be like, oh shit, like wait, why would Jay-Z do this? And like go listen to it. So that I don't think the money thing is like I don't think the money is a big deal with it. But so I feel like that's not something that they would be anxious about. But
I do
when
think
it comes to like keeping your soul, that would be hard. It would be hard to humble yourself on a consistent basis.
Like, yeah, I don't think you can't really do much when you're famous like that. Like, you can't do normal things. You can't go to the grocery store without like being recognized if you're like at that like peak famous or whatever. A-list celebrities.
Like I was saying with Billy earlier with fucking Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Like
Not even recently, a while ago, like maybe a year or two ago, I saw this Philip DeFranco video, and he was talking about this one celebrity that he got a job at a supermarket, and everyone was mad at him because he got a normal job, and I guess they felt insulted that he was trying to like make a living for himself, and I was thinking like why, like do they feel insulted that he's trying to socialize with us commoners? Like I don't know why they're mad that he's
Yeah.
like, trying to make money for himself. Like I don't blame the guy because it's been a while since that show came out. So like, did they think that when you're famous you just have an unlimited amount of money? Because that's not the case at all. I just thought it was really stupid.
yeah, I don't know. It's like it's weird when it comes to that kind of thing because again there's sort of that idea of like of privacy and trying to maneuver around that because when you have any sort of recognition behind your name, like obviously there are varying levels of it, like lower level musicians or artists or that kind of thing is like that might be known locally, or like if they go to like a convention or some other thing, like someone might be like, oh shit, like I know you, like hey, what's up?
Right.
And I feel like those experiences are a lot more genuine when you're getting recognition behind your name, but you're still like a smaller artist because people I think part of it is people feel like they can relate to you more because you're like you've built a name for yourself, but you're not like some god. But like when you get to that level of like, again the examples have been or like what, since you have fucking Igor in your background, let's take Tyler the Creator for example. Like it's so funny whenever you see videos of him like taking pictures with people or not taking pictures with people because he's like, no, fuck you, like I'm taking a bike ride down like Hollywood Boulevard, I just want to go, like I'm glad that you listen to my shit, I'm glad that you support me, thank you, I appreciate that. I'm not gonna like if I don't want to take a picture with you, I'm not gonna fucking take a picture with you. And I like I can see where that can be like kind of skewed as being like, oh dude, come on, just take a fucking picture.
Yeah.
Like but like when that's your everyday, like if you want if Tyler the Creator wants to go to fucking Trader Joe's and get some goddamn pot stickers, and like he pulls up in the parking lot, a fan comes up to him, hey, can I take a picture? Okay, cool, whatever. He goes in there, fan comes up, hey, can I take a picture? Cool. He goes to get the fucking pot stickers, hey, can I take a picture? Like if you're doing that, like you can't take like 2 or 3 steps without somebody doing that. Like that's insane. Or there's those videos of like when artists are leaving venues and you have that like crowd of people around the car to where it can't go. It's like, guys, I get that you want to meet him. And I get that you want to talk to him and take pictures of him and see him, and that's totally cool. But like, have some gets fucking respect.
Yeah,
I think it's a thing like, where it's like it's flattering when it first starts. When it first starts, it's like, whoa, you want to take a picture with me? Really? And then like after years of going through that, like in and out every day, it's like, okay, it's enough. Like when you said the thing about the people surrounding cars, I was thinking of that one thing. What's the name of the guy that played? Is it Tobey Maguire that played the original Spider-Man?
No, it was.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, where he was like in the car and paparazzi are like surrounding his shit, and he's like, I can't get out.
Yeah,
and he hits them with the car door,
and then he slams the door.
I was like, yeah, he comes off as kind of an asshole, but I kind of get where he's coming from.
Was it Kanye that hit somebody with his car?
That. Maybe I know there was a video of Justin Bieber where that happened.
Oh yeah, it was Justin Bieber.
He was, I think he was like in a truck or something, and he was trying to back out.
Yeah.
And I think he ran over a guy's foot or whatever. Because at that time, that's when I was also watching Philip DeFranco pretty consistently, and like after he played the clip, he was like, I don't personally blame him, and I don't think the guy who he hit like blamed him either, because like there were like 10 people behind him and they were all like, all taking pictures, and it was like dark out, and so with the flash on, like he's just trying to back out of his fucking parking space, and he's literally being like blinded,
Yeah. So
Granted, that guy should not have been that close to the car.
yeah,
But
I was thinking, what could possess someone to surround someone's car like that? Like that is so. I would never do that. I would never surround somebody's car. It's so weird.
I mean,
And also,
well, and
like,
I
have you
think
ever had your foot run over before? That is not fun. Like
I think
my
most
dad's.
paparazzi don't even work for an organization. They're freelance photographers, and then they
Yeah,
sell the photographs to
like
publications.
TMZ and shit.
Right. So
Yeah,
they're all just trying to like
they're
swarm them
all
so they can get
competing
like
for
the
shit.
best photo
Yeah,
of whoever it is, so they get all the money.
that's so
well,
scummy, man.
when I was thinking of surrounding the car, I was thinking it less of like obviously there are going to be like the paparazzi that are trying to capitalize on that, but I was thinking more of like fans,
Yeah,
of like people that are genuinely just trying to get around that, and within that too, like when you see those videos, it's funny because you can tell that the car is still kind of rolling. You know, like when you start the car, right, and you put it in a drive, but you don't have your foot on the gas, it'll go like at max like 3 or 4 miles per hour.
Right.
Like
yeah,
it looks like that's just what they're doing. Like the guy just like is just sitting there. You know, like because obviously they still have to go.
Yeah.
And some with some places it's better than others because they'll have bodyguards that will like crowd
Right.
them out of the way. But like a lot of times there's only like 2 or 3 people doing that, and so people when you have a crowd of like 40 fucking people or like 100 people that just like want to get through it, and on top of that too, because you see a lot of the videos that you see of that happening where people are surrounding the cars are from within the car. So you have like the guy that's recording it, like his friend or his manager or whatever, and then you have whatever artist it is, and they're like the first couple times you see those videos, they're like freaking out. You're like, dude, what the fuck, you know? But like you'll see videos of that happening to them later on in their career, and they're just like on their phone, and they'll just look out and like because the windows are tinted, but like the fans still know that they're still there, and the whoever that artist or musician is, like they'll be on their phone, they'll look out, and they'll see like 5 faces like pressed up against the window, and just be like, and then
like
just
why?
like go back on their phone and like not care.
Why would
because,
you do that though? Like that's so.
you know?
Like, how do you think that person is going to react when they see you going?
Yeah, exactly. Like
Kanye,
I think that's
Kanye.
the most
Like, no.
it's the most unflattering position you can be in. It's just like holding your phone up against it, like with your nose against the glass, like. Hi.
Like I would be so weirded out, and they're like, "Can I get a picture?" Like, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Or you'll have like sometimes when that happens to artists, they'll put down their window like a slight crack, you know, like they'll just like they'll put it down like this much,
yeah.
right, and then you'll have people like sticking their hands in and shit, and, like trying to touch them,
it's like
or they'll put their
zombies.
phone in the car. Like, they'll put the phone in there to record them so that, like, you know, because, granted, of course, they're going to look back at that video and they're going to, like, have a view of the artist's face from, like, right here because of, like, how they're putting it in and be like, what? You're going to show this to your friends? You're going to be like, yo, I'm at
like,
Jay-Z and it's, like, right fucking here. And he's just like...
so I was thinking, like, if one
like,
of
I
you
wouldn't like
guys
that.
came up to me and you showed me a video of you,
Hey.
like, putting your phone in the guy's car and, like, having it pressed up against their face, like, bro, I met Tyler, the Creator. I met him, bro. I was like, what? What are you talking about? That's such a weird thing to do.
Like if you post that like on your social media,
You get
if you show that to
flamed,
your friends,
bro.
like that you're not gonna get any reactions of be like, oh shit, dude, that's so cool. Like everyone looking at that video of you putting it up to their face is gonna be like, that's such a fucking invasion of privacy. Like no one wants a phone pressed up to them like this close. That's horrible, man.
Fuck. I'm just coughing.
Wait, did you guys hear any of that?
No, what happened?
Oh, because her mom was at the door and she was like talking to the dog, and I was like, did she say the pizza's here?
I saw you like looking away, but I wasn't sure
Yeah,
what was
'cause she was
happening.
like, it's okay. Yeah, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. And like I'm sitting here, like, but
Yeah, you're just
no, yeah. So I was thinking like another thing about becoming famous. Why do so many celebrities want to have huge mansions. Like, I wouldn't want that personally.
Yeah, I've thought about that in the past before of like, you know, like if for whatever reason, if somehow like I was to get like a shit ton of money and like you know like have enough money to like afford like something out in Beverly Hills, like I don't want to fucking take care of that.
Yeah.
Because like either I'm taking care of it, or I'm paying someone to take care of it, and I don't want to pay someone to take care of it, and I know I don't want to take care of it because first of all I hate yard work. I think it's awful. It's annoying as hell. I don't mind like cleaning my room or like vacuuming like once a month, you know. But like I hate like almost everything else about it. You know, like living in a, you know, and maybe it's just their style. Like personally, like I would like living in like an apartment or like a townhouse or like just something smaller. But who knows? Maybe like a third of their houses is just like where they keep their fucking money.
You know,
like they have their own bank.
You know Casey's house? Like the way.
What'd you say?
I say, you know Casey's house? Like, you know what that looks like, right? So, of course you do. Of course you know what Casey's house looks like. I was thinking if I were to ever, for some reason, get a bunch of money, I would want a house like that. But then I was like, I wonder what that would look like. Like a one-story house, like a flat, but with huge gates around it so no one could get in. That would look so weird. It'd be kind of disproportionate. But then again, like, I'll probably, like, if I were to buy a mansion, I wouldn't buy a mansion for two people. Like, that's so pointless. It has, like, 50 bathrooms, but they're all for me and this other person. Like, that's so weird.
Yeah, or like, fucking, I don't know how old she is now, but, like, Stormy, which is, like, Kylie Jenner's and Travis Scott's daughter.
Are they still together?
I guess, I don't know. The point is that, for whatever her most recent birthday was, I think she was like 2 or something. She was like 1 or 2, I don't remember. Because I don't fucking care. Like, but the point is like I follow Complex on like Twitter and Instagram, and they post shit like that. And for whatever the most recent birthday was, is like, she like for her birthday present, she got like her own tiny mansion in the backyard.
Jesus.
Like, like there was their house, and then there was like their big ass pool. And then, like, behind that, like, because there's a video of, like, her, like, holding Stormy's hand, and it's like, look, Stormy, it's your house. And it, like, she's not gonna go into that thing. She's fucking 2. Why are you giving a 2-year-old a mansion?
Yeah, I know. I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
A tiny one. Like, obviously, because it's in their backyard.
Yeah.
Right? And, like a normal-sized backyard, too. I'm sure they own, like...
Yeah.
Tons of acres of other property, but the point is like
they have like 5 acres of backyard.
Yeah, the main thing is like she got her own little house. Like, what is she gonna do in that thing?
Absolutely nothing.
Please explain to me what's gonna go on in that thing.
Like, explain to me why. What does Kanye need a ranch for? Please explain to me what he uses a ranch for. Like,
you know,
does he ride horses?
Kanye does not ride horses. Kanye does not strike me as a horse guy.
I want him to recreate a photo of like Putin riding a
horse,
or Kim Jong.
Like, I want him to do that.
Did you guys hear that people think he's dead?
Kanye or Putin?
Kim Jong Un. So, because remember Jacob editing this picture of Kim Jong Un on a horse.
Kanye's dead. Kanye's out.
But
yeah, I've seen. Well, that's people don't know if he's alive or not
because they don't like, say anything about it. Like in North Korea, they don't talk about it.
Yeah, because first it was like there are reports that he's brain dead, and then like everyone was like nah it's cool, it's all right, because South Korea was like no it's not, and then there were more reports about like no he definitely is, and then people started memeing his sister about how she was hot, and because fucking Shad Base did like a comic of her, and like Kim Jong Un was like hella tiny and
Yeah.
short and everything, and then I think I think Trump put out like a memo about like no, like it was some usual like it was phrased some weird way like he usually does, in that he was like I don't know I don't know the current state of Kim Jong Un's health, but I have great faith in my friend, and I think he's gonna pull through.
He,
So
wants
he's like,
it. He needs him to. He needs him to pull through.
so
secret
I
lover.
just
I remember. I love the memes where it's like somebody called Dennis Rodman.
Stefan made a joke about.
We gotta know if he's okay.
Stefan made a joke about painting my nails black, and I was like, I would look like Dennis Rodman, like something about black dudes painting their nails. It looks so strange because they have these dry ass hands, and then they have fucking.
you know who I want to see paint their nails black. You know who I'd fucking love to see like become an e-boy is Buff Carell.
Oh my god.
Because like he already has like I've managed to see a couple pictures of him like of like just his face and like what he does with his hair
What does
is
he
the
do?
most like he wakes up every single morning and goes, "Yup, this is what I want to do," and like gels like here up, like down.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was wearing a bandana for the longest fucking time. I thought he was wearing a bandana.
Yeah.
And like no, that's his hair. That's his hair, which is insane to me. So he already has like the ability to get that like straight emo hair like side swipe. So if he got like a pentagram tattooed on the middle of his chest and like just painted his nails black and shit, like, oh my god.
You know, going back to the whole famous thing, I was wondering, like, is it possible to raise your children while you're famous and have them not end up as spoiled ass brats? Like, is that possible?
Well, I think with that, I think one thing that you could look at is like Will Smith and his kids, because he has 3 children.
He has 3?
One is Jaden.
But no one cares
Yes,
about that
yes,
third one.
exactly. That
No
was going
one
to be my
hears the
point. Is
third
he
one.
has 3 children. He has Jaden. He has Willow, and I think the other guy's name is Kevin. I don't.
No one cares about him, though. No one
I don't
cares.
know what his name is.
Straight up Kevin Smith.
Like I don't know what his name is, but he's married to Jada Pinkett, right? That's her name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you have fucking Will Smith and you have Jada Pinkett, right? You like some of the 2 of the most like famous actors and actresses out there.
You just got Kevin.
Yeah. And so like you have like it's his children are like a range of what that can look like, because you have Jaden, right, who I think has some artistic merit behind him. I think he has ambition. He has ambition and he wants to do stuff, and some songs that he makes are good. Some stuff that he makes is
Meh.
questionable. But like we know that he has the ability to create. Then you have Willow, right? Who is not as famous as Jaden. Both of them have great singing voices as well. Like on top of that, like they have genuine talent. Willow is not as famous, but she's gone for like a more alternative side of stuff with her music and her art. And she's like into yoga, and she's very like meditative and a very mellow person. And I feel like part of that is, personally to me, it doesn't seem like she's that much of like a spoiled person. I think Jaden has a bit of an ego behind him, and that's not always necessarily a bad thing. He has confidence. Sometimes it can be like, all right, you might want to tone it down a little bit. So that's kind of the spectrum. Is like Jaden is like the more egotistical side of it, not like horrible, but like a little bit on that side. Then you have Willow in the middle, and then you have fucking Kevin, who no one knows about. Like
what does he
no
do?
one knows this kid. I'm gonna take a second to look up what his actual name is.
Because his
I
name is
genuinely,
Kevin.
I need
I'm
to
so
know.
curious.
Nobody
What
cares
does he
about
do?
Kevin.
So,
But it's just I don't know.
I find that so funny.
thinking, what is going on with Genius right now? Like they do the weirdest songs for their
His name is Trey.
Trey.
I don't know where I got Kevin from.
Can you imagine it's Kevin?
But his name is Trey. All right, sorry. What were you saying,
I
Jamil?
said, what's going on with like Genius right now? Like they have the weirdest artists come onto their videos and explain their lyrics, even if it's wet, wet, wet. Like what? What are you explaining? That
They've
was
actually-
so weird.
They've had during the quarantine, they've had a couple people like some bigger artists come on. I can't remember any off the top of my head, but like I've seen like they've had a couple artists like record themselves on their phone or whatever and send them the video of them explaining those lyrics, which I think is interesting. But yeah, they do. I think I'm not sure where Genius is based. I would assume out in California. But I will say it definitely does feel like sometimes they get some underground artists that are genuinely like on the come up. Like I remember a while back they had Scarlord on there, and that's actually how I got introduced to him. But like a lot of times it definitely feels like some of the people that work at Genius, like their second cousin's brother's sister is a rapper. And because they have that very loose connection, they're like, "Hey, we don't have anyone scheduled for this week's episode of Verified. Do you want to like come on here and take your mildly successful hit?"
Remember the backpack kid and how they had him on Genius?
He did the song.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Why did they have him on Genius? That was so weird.
Who?
And remember the backpack kid?
You remember the
Oh
floss
yes!
backpack
Oh
kid?
my god!
Yeah.
He was like, "I be flossing."
Oh my god.
And he had like, didn't he have like
He made
one
a
verse in
fool
the
of
entire
himself.
song?
Yeah, I think part of that is I think they've been doing it so long that sometimes they take these smaller artists that have like questionable lyrics,
Right.
because they know that they have a bigger chance of like going viral because someone like might make a meme out of it.
Yeah.
I was on Instagram last night, and I'm gonna look it up and try and see if I can find it real quick because I think I saved it. But it was a video of like during quarantine, let's try and remember like the most influential memes, and I want to see if I can. There are influential lyrics.
Gabby Hanna or whatever. Like, what if I'm the monster? And she started like.
This okay. So it's this. I'm gonna play the audio for you real quick so that you can hear it. So even though we're in quarantine, let's not forget the most influential lyrics of all time.
I'm trying to get myself some head. Why you on your own? Get tested to my pants or in the brain. Big kid, I let you feel like you the shit before you came out. Fuck me. Let me tell you something. You might got more cash than me, but you ain't got the skills to eat a nigga's ass like me. I'm in the ocean getting shark pussy.
It's ridiculous from the start.
Fucking okay. The out fart me thing. That's from fucking J. Cole. That was J. Cole that said that. You might feel like I'm the
oh my
shit,
God.
but you can't out fart me. Fucking Lil Wayne saying I'm in the ocean and I'm getting shark pussy.
What? Like it's ridiculous. from the
NBA
start.
YoungBoy saying I'm trying to get my son some head when he 1 year old.
Yeah.
And then the other one is like you might got the skills for the cash, but you can't eat. It's just sometimes it's insane. Like, and that's what I mean too. Is that like I feel like Genius a lot of times like just puts people on the show because they know like they have potential meme value. And
Right.
like it's that idea of like people are just gonna find this so fucking stupid that like they just want to get that.
It's like that. What's that one like? That guy. He had like a super high pitched voice throughout the entire thing.
Yeah. I forget.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I forget his name, but it's just like, dude. It's like he's trying to take like what Cardi does a lot of the fucking time and just like ramp it up on like.
And
a
it sounds terrible.
Oh yeah. It's like I don't know any other way to describe it. Like it's literally just like because I'm pretty sure I remember like that being his actual voice.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing somewhere, but like it sounds like they took it into some whatever fucking production software it was and just like ramped the pitch up like as possibly high as they could and just be like fire, straight fucking heat. I don't know, man. It's just insane. It's insane what you have as like artistic integrity these days.
I mean, I guess that's like one of the pullbacks, but also the greatest things about the internet is that anybody can make music, whether it is good or bad, and have it become popular.
Yeah, again, that like the worst beat in the world.
Yeah.
Like that shit is so genuinely funny. Like it. I'm pretty sure it was made specifically to, because I think I remember it being from like a YouTube video or something.
Yeah.
Like a guy like set out to make like the worst possible thing he could. But like it's still genuinely really funny, and people that don't know that, there's probably people that have heard that out there that think like, oh yeah, no, like some dude put some effort into this.
Yeah.
But like they don't know that.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know.
The thing about that video though, the worst beat in the world, it's like, it's bad, but in my
It's
opinion,
beautiful.
it's bad, but it's like it still has kind of rhythm to it. Like,
It
in a
does.
way. It's
It
so
does.
weird, because like it's shitty, but like it kind of has a rhythm to it.
It does. It
You
definitely
probably dance to
has
it.
like, it has a consistent like, it has a consistent rhythm and beat to it. It's just like the melody is like just random accordion shit.
Yeah.
You know? Like and that's what makes it
The
bad.
bells, bro, the random bells in the beat, it is amazing. I love it.
Yeah. There like a couple years back when Pink Season got released.
Yeah.
A lot of the songs in that were like memes and shit. One of them was like it was like a parody of a Blink-182 song.
Yeah.
And it like it was Frank saying like high school sucks, I hate my girlfriend, like that kind of shit. And then you had the other song that he made, which was Gays for Donald. And then like a bunch of the songs in there were like pure like utter trash. And one of them was, I think it was like Club Banger 6000 or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that he did with that song was like he put like an A sound effect, and I don't remember if you guys, I don't know if you guys remember it, but like the last half of the song was just that.
Yeah.
Like it was just like a like, and it was so funny in that like it was kind of making fun of like a club song and that kind of thing. But that kind of goes back to the whole idea of like with the random bells on the worst beat in the world, and like that idea. It's just it's funny, with that kind of thing. So shit's happening with Jamil. I'm not really sure what it is.
Oh.
But
Is somebody getting shot? What happened?
It's someone's birthday, and they're just honking horns. They're honking. Are they honking their car horns? They're honking their car horns. Like it's like 4 cars just.
No, there was like
10?
yeah,
There's like
I
10
love
cars going.
That's
That's fucking.
I can't hear
retarded.
it, so
Sorry, what were you saying?
okay. All right. I was actually just about to wrap it up if you guys are cool with
Sure.
that, because I'm at like 50 minutes on my thing. So yeah, that was the first episode of Existentialism and Everything But. This episode was definitely everything but.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed. We'll talk about other shit later on whenever we end up doing this again. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, be sure to stick around for whenever the next one is. And yeah,
Yep.
cool.
Yep.
I don't have any other way to end this.
Adios, muchachos.
I love you guys.
See ya.
I would kiss you guys
amigo.
tonight, but like, you know, my girlfriend's right here in the room. So.